Hi there, this is Ray Stendel, and I want to tell you about an experience I had that was just incredible. You see, a couple weeks ago, I bought a car from Lexus of Stevens Creek from a guy by the name of George Soliman. Not only that, my girlfriend Christina also purchased a car. She picked up a 2008 Camry Hybrid, and we were both very happy with our purchases. You see, when I went to the dealership, even though I mentally had made a decision that I wanted to buy a Lexus, on that specific day, I was not planning to buy a Lexus. But I got to know George, got to know the dealership, had some time with the product, in this case the LS430. And as I got to understand the product and really understand what it could do for me and solve the problems that I have, and then the quality of the service that I received from the people at this dealership made me feel comfortable that now was the right time to buy a car. Many people are talking about a poor economy, but I want to suggest to you that there is always a market to buy and sell products. And when you deal with professionals with integrity, any time is a great time. I want to suggest you watch the rest of this video, learn about the LS430, meet George, who I'm going to introduce to you in the next take, and if you feel like you're looking for a pre-owned car or a new car, please consider Lexus. Consider Lexus of Stevens Creek, and specifically George Soliman. The purpose of this video is to share with you, one, the process I went through to buy this car, and more importantly, I want to introduce you to the man that helped explain the features to me, helped make the whole buying process so easy, and really allowed me as a customer to walk away with a really happy feeling that I had a great experience. So without further ado, let me introduce you to George Soliman from Lexus of Stevens Creek. Come on over here, George.
Hi, good to see you.
George, thanks so much. Excellent.
How you doing?
Tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself.
Yes. Hi, I'm George Soliman. I work for Lexus Stevens Creek in San Jose. I live in the Bay Area. I've been doing the car business for a few years, and I really enjoy working here. It's like a great place, a great location, and great team I work with.
All right. Hey, George, there's so many different kinds of cars to choose from. You can pick them Japanese cars, American cars, German cars. When you think about Lexus, what are some of the 3 or 4 things that come to mind that people should know about when they're considering a new car, and why Lexus?
Why Lexus? Great question. It's performance, number one, luxury, value, safety. There is really few things that really makes Lexus number one in the market. Okay.
Now, what about folks at home right now who are thinking about getting a new car? There's so many different options. You have all kinds of resources online, offline. What would you recommend? What would you tell your friend to do before setting foot on the dealership? What should they keep in mind?
There's so many websites right now they can go through, which is like edmund.com or Kelly Blue Book, or there's few websites they can buy a car.com. There's few websites they can go through, and they can educate them a little bit about how to buy a vehicle, or what's very much is the value as far as trade-in or as far as a new vehicle. That's what I think it's very helpful for these folks.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that I really enjoyed when I came here, and you met us in the parking lot just over there, I walked up to him and I said, George, once I knew his name, of course, I said, George, I want to see your LS's and your GS's. And he showed me a few vehicles, and then what really caught my attention is he was very generous with the test drive. We went out, we took this car out, we actually drove down Highway 280. For those of you that don't know 280, it's a pretty big highway here. And George let me experience everything that this car has to offer and answered questions on my terms and in my time frame. And it didn't pressure me at all. And that's why I had such a great experience. And I even went over to his house for dinner with his family. George is such a great guy. Thanks so much. Anyhow, I just want you all to know that when it comes time to buy a new car, I want you to remember Lexus of Stevens Creek, and specifically, I want you to ask for George Soliman by name. Because I guarantee you, George will take such great care of you, as he did for me. And some of the other folks here at Lexus have done such a great job. Actually, when we bought the Lexus here last Saturday, my girlfriend bought a Camry too, and you saw that earlier on today. So 2 cars, same day, same man, right here at Lexus. So please keep this in mind, and I guarantee you, you're going to have an experience that you're just going to love, and you're going to want to write home about it, as the old expression says. Hi, we're now in the LS430 Lexus sedan, and I want to share with you a few of the features that I think you probably want to know about. This car has got so many features in it, you've really got to read the manual and look online to understand it and appreciate it fully. But one of the great things about this car that I really love is the keyless entry. There's a little token that sits in my pocket, and all I need to do is make sure that this token is in my pocket, my computer bag. As long as it's in the car, I can turn the car on with no problem. I can get into the car. I can open up the trunk. Have you ever had that experience when it's raining, you're at the supermarket, and you can't find your keys? You don't need to worry about it with this car. Other great features include the sound system. What is it? It's a Mark Levinson sound system. It sounds beautiful. The safety in the car, we have airbags all over the place, even to protect your knees. What else do we have in here?
System, you got the backup camera.
So the navigation system, backup camera. Check this out. When you put the car in reverse, a little movie kind of plays where your navigation system is, and it shows everything that's behind you. So if one of your children or a child in the neighborhood has a toy that's left out behind the car or is too small to actually see from behind the trunk, you can see the child right here in this navigation system. Typically, you only find this feature in very large SUVs, but here Lexus has integrated this feature. Also Bluetooth, right? Built-in Bluetooth. So when you walk into the car with your phone, it actually connects to the Bluetooth of the car automatically, and then when somebody calls you, all the speakers of the car basically allow you to hear who's on the other line. And there's a microphone right over here that allows you that basically picks up your voice. And what's really great about it is that the sound system, like if you're listening to the stereo, just goes down and you never miss a call. I mean, how many times have you missed calls when your music was a little louder or there was just too much going on inside of the car? So that's another great feature. What about the lights? The lights are Xeon, right?
Yes.
Xeon lights. When I'm on the highway, I light up like 4 lanes. I was just driving with a friend of mine. He saw these other cars on the highway. They light up a lane and a half. I lit up 4 lanes with these Xeon lights. And in addition to that, these lights, they actually move, right? So when you take a corner, the lights go around and they kind of like go where you're driving to, which gives you more visibility. This car was completely designed with safety in mind, smoothness. It's very, very quiet when you're on the road. And it's a pretty big car. I mean, we're talking about, what is it, 4.2?
4.3 liter.
4.3 liter V8, 290 horsepower, something like 300 and something pounds of torque, 320, 30 pounds of torque. And it's quiet. It's stable and it's quiet. Of course, you have the other features. There's a great computer on here. It's got in-cabin filters for the air quality. The seats can be moved in many different directions, and you're going to love this one. The seats not only get hot when it's cold outside, they actually get cold. So when it's really hot in the summer, you just turn the dial to cold, and the seats will actually get cold. And in the back, they also get hot. So you get 4 heated seats and 2 cooled seats up in the front. So those are some of the basic features. I don't know if, am I missing anything major?
No, that's one of the things also I want to mention. It's got the voice command, which is very much you can use that while you're driving the vehicle, since when you're driving you can able to do anything in the navigation, so you can use the voice command. The memory seats,
dual climate control.
6CD in dash, cassette players as well. It's, as far as the airbags, it's like you mentioned, it's all over the vehicle. It's like got front airbags, side front airbags, knee airbags.
Okay, so as you guys can see, this car is fully equipped. It's got everything under the sun that you could ever need, and I wanted to make sure that you heard it, and you heard it from a consumer, somebody who's really bought this car, someone like you who's considering a new vehicle. So have yourself a great day.